Get ready for new releases, figurative dreams, and literal dreams. What am I talking about? Well, you're just gonna have to find out on this week's episode of Christian Cinema Weekly. Oh, hey there, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. I just had a power nap and had the craziest dream. It was something about sharks, robots, and maybe laser shooting dinosaurs. I can't remember. My dreams aren't quite movie-worthy. Fortunately, the movies that I'm gonna tell you about today are about people who have film-worthy dreams. So, you know what, that's about it. Let's just jump right into it. First up, we've got a cute little film called Coffee Shop. It's about two people who have hit a few bumps in the road while trying to pursue their dreams. Donovan is just a small town girl with a desire to make the perfect cup of coffee. Ben is an aspiring playwright down on his luck. She needs to save her coffee shop from people tearing it down, paving it, and putting up a parking lot. He needs a lightning flash of inspiration for his next play. They both seem to be facing insurmountable odds, but could meeting each other be exactly what they need? Hey, this is not just a rhetorical question that I ask here. Maybe meeting each other is exactly the worst thing, the last thing that they need. I don't know, you're just gonna have to find out whenever you check out Coffee Shop right now, after I'm done talking about the rest of the movies on christiancinema.com. All right, next up, we have an inspirational true story about a truly noble person. The film is called Noble. Christina Noble was born in the slums of Ireland. She was orphaned at a young age and spent her childhood in orphanages and on the streets. When she grew up, she started having recurring dreams about the orphans in Vietnam. Eventually, she made her way to Vietnam to serve the vulnerable children there. But as we all know, pursuing your dreams doesn't always come easy. But pursuing what God has called you to do, well, that could change thousands of lives. This movie has won 6 film festival awards, and for good reason. Check it out, it's definitely worth a watch. All right, finally, new out this week is the film 25 in 24. All right, now, Switchfoot is one of my all-time favorite bands, I must say, but even I thought the lead singer, John Foreman, was a little bit crazy when he said that he was gonna chase after his dream of playing 25 concerts in 24 hours. Yeah, you heard me right. I thought his mind was a little bit gone. And it turns out I wasn't the only one. Because when he brought the idea to his friends, they thought the same thing. But then they were like, well, you know what? It's his life. And if that's who he wants to be, then great. So they dared him to move on the idea. This movie chronicles the journey of preparing for this huge event and pulling it off. The ups, the beautiful letdowns, the stress, the learning to breathe. It's all there. It's an inspiring movie that will definitely remind you that we were meant to live for so much more. John set out at 10 a.m. and that's when he comes alive, traveling all over San Diego, playing his music. What happens in those 24 hours will change his life and the lives of those around him. You might say he found a new way to be human. Watch 25 in 24 if you love Switchfoot or John Foreman or just good music in general, or just want to know what happens whenever a musician decides to play so many shows in such a short amount of time. It's nuts. All right, finally, it is time for our Christian Cinema Pick of the Week, or you might say our Christian Cinema Pick of the Week, because this is a christiancinema.com exclusive series called Daily Bread. It is set in a post-apocalyptic world where solar flares have disrupted civilization as we know it. A group of millennial women who are filming a cooking show have to now learn to survive, thrive, and rely on God to provide their needs. There's a little bit of violence, so maybe not quite for the kiddos, but if you're a grown-up, especially if you're a grown-up who likes post-apocalyptic and survival shows, this is definitely one to check out. If you want to check it out, or any of the digital releases that I mentioned this week, be sure to head over to christiancinema.com or check out the links in the description. And while you're over there, sign up for our newsletter. If you like what I talked about on this show, then you're definitely gonna like the newsletter because it talks about all of that in greater detail and even more. Hey, before I go, I wanna know, what is your dream? Or actually, I wanna know, what is the craziest dream that you've ever had? Either one, let me know in the comments below. All right, that's all I've got to say for today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest news surrounding faith and film. I'm Kevin. Have a great week.